Alright, looks like we are ready to go. Sorry for the lateness. Didn't realize that much time can pass when you're in the middle of a shower. I thought I was going to be out in 5 minutes, with plenty of time to get prepared and start directly on time. But it turns out when a shower good, sometimes you lose track of time. But Hybrid, it is good to see you, my friend! This will be the finale of my Mega Man Zero series that I've kind of been doing. It's been a relaxation series, one that I didn't think I was going to be playing every single game of, so I never made a playlist, but I'm probably going to have to make a playlist after this session is done. So welcome everyone to the finale of Mega Man 04. And if you haven't already noticed a significant change, yeah, I've been busy. So as you can see, I have the rest of the remaining sub-tanks, and that's already filled up, and my elf has been maxed out. I went, cause it turns out, that hibernation chamber stage has a mini-boss in the middle of it, where it sends out those, you guys saw it was yesterday. We went up against Fenrir Luna Edge, and there was a mini-boss before him, where it was essentially this floating container in the middle of a room, and it sent out these rolling wheels. Turns out, every single one of those wheels has the capacity of dropping items. And if you take out all but one of those spouts, of which the wheels can come from, it will endlessly send these wheels out for you to destroy and thus have items drop. So, with this, the level of my elf went all the way up to its absolute maximum. So I get all these different skills. Increase max vitality to 16, then it drops life energy, then it just basically quadruples my max vitality. That's how it is right now. Then, at maximum, I get double the basic defense value, so now I am even tankier, so basically beating this game is going to be a breeze in terms of dealing with enemies. And lastly, special commands to execute charge, attack, or X skills. Now, while that's interesting, this one right here is by far the most beneficial, because that means that any heals I get is going to quadruple in size, any crystals I get is going to quadruple in size. And it's pretty much helped me this entire time in terms of leveling and getting my elf all the way up. I also went and got my hands on some chips for myself, so I went and created the Quick Charge 3, so now my charge attacks charge up 3 times as fast. Then I have a stronger body chip. I don't have the strongest body chip, which makes it so I take even less damage from spikes, and essentially they don't kill me on impact. And then I got double jump, which is going to be great for mobility. So needless to say, I have been extremely busy since the last session. Matter of fact, as soon as I got done with my last session with Mega Man, I kept playing and leveled up a little bit. I was playing some other games, and then I think it was after this state of play when I just got back on Mega Man Zero, and I just spent the next hour or two just leveling and finding good places to get all the items that I needed for Zero. So needless to say, I am ready to finish this thing. So let's go ahead and speak to the operator. And let's go ahead, because we're here at the Resistance trailer. I could go to Area 0, but we need to go here to the teleporter base and cancel the jammer.
I've put in the coordinates for the teleporter base. This mission...
It's time to bring it on home! Bring it on home!
Zero! Come back to us.
So needless to say, I am massively prepared for this because, the harder I am to kill, the easier it's going to be for me. It's no longer going to be a matter of, oh no, this boss does a ton of damage. It's really going to be a matter of, oh no, I am too tough for the boss to kill instantly. This is no longer a battle of power, this is now a battle of attrition. And trust and believe, I am going to outlast every single enemy from this point on. This happens with every game that I play. I get overpowered, I get broken, and this started back in megaman 01. And then I started getting sub-tanks, but I missed one, but I was still able to beat the second boss, beat the last boss. Then in Mega Man 02, that's when I started to do it in excess. And every single time I get towards the end of the game, I am already at maximum health value. I have all the sub-tanks. I have all the powers. It feels good. It feels good.
In order to send the transporter coordinates, you're going to have to disable the base's protection.
Sorry, sometimes I want to read quickly, but the text doesn't move fast.
You can disable it.
Oh, right, I forgot I could skip it ahead.
You can disable it by pulling all of the switches at the end of each of the hallways.
Let's go. I also got maximum lives because I was busy there as well. Yo, Party Sepe! What? Yo, CJ, look at y'all being early. Ah, it's gonna be one of those. But it's good to see you, CJ. It's time for Teleboom. I need this thing to, There we go. Also, y'all heard the news? Assassin's Creed Shadows has been delayed until February of next year. Because Ubisoft has found itself in even more hot water. Now, I was explaining this in the Discord, and I wanted to quiz people. So recently, Ubisoft has decided, you know what? Let's make a figure for our game. So it's a figurine that depicts both Yasuke and Naoe on what has been seen and noticed to be a one-legged Torigate. Now, the significance of this is that many people, including Japanese historians and people who know Japanese history, see the significance of a one-legged Torigate as a reference to the one-legged Torigate in Japan of the Sano Shrine, which happens to be a Torigate that was still left standing, even though it was split in half because of an atomic bomb that was dropped in Nagasaki. So, needless to say, when people found out that, you know, this is clear, it's not even a matter of, oh, we didn't know. It's like, how did you come up with the idea of a broken Torigate where only one that exists in Japan at this current time, that is from the remains of that bombing? How did you not know? Why did you think it would be a good idea to depict that in a figurine that you're trying to sell for $50? Now, some may be all like, well, they had no idea. No, they should have. If you're going to be going to another country to get research material for your game, you should have at least some semblance of an idea of where you are, the significance of the places you are, because there is no such thing as an insignificant landmark in Japan. There's no such thing. So my question is, how did y'all look at the one-legged Torigate and think, let's commission for this to be a figurine that people can buy? Oh, I get it. I get it now.
3 left. Pull all the switches.
I had a feeling I had to do something with that, but I just wanted to keep hitting. I just wanted to keep hitting the crossbones. This song is a banger, by the way. Oh, it's a nice song. I like it. I have to say that the end boss, the end location music for the Mega Man Zero series, they always tend to be quite good. I guess I'm supposed to go back up. Though I don't think I'm supposed to. You know, I'm not supposed to. I'm not supposed to. I don't get why people hate this game's soundtrack. I don't know. The soundtrack has been alright for me. Oh, right, I forgot. There's 3 different doorways. There's 3 different doorways. But yeah. So it was a figurine where it depicted Yasuke and Naoe on a broken one-legged Torigate. And the reason why this is significant is because there's no other one-legged Torigate in Japan other than the one that is the result. That is one-legged, because it used to be a whole Torigate. It's only one-legged because of the bomb that dropped in Nagasaki. So why they would think this is a good idea, I don't know. It's like Ubisoft has faltered massively in terms of having actual competent consultants to let them know, like, hey, we can't do anything with this because it's a bad idea, and it'll also bring up bad memories from Japan's history, so you don't need to do that. That's one thing. Another thing is, one thing I've learned is that in a lot of Japanese shrines, especially tourist places, there are certain sections of Japanese shrines where you are simply not allowed to take pictures because it's considered sacred. And you can't just be taking pictures of like the big Buddha statues that they have in there, like the highly detailed ones, because they consider places like that in many shrines, not every single shrine, places like that in their shrines sacred, and therefore they don't want it, quote unquote tainted by people trying to take pictures of it. So Ubisoft continues to fumble by including locations and shrines that no one should have any photos of. Simply because we wanted to be authentic, so we took pictures of this one section of a shrine and we put it in a game. Like, for example, it shows the devs working on a 3D model of a giant Buddha statue in a shrine that in Japan, normally, you shouldn't be able to get any pictures of at all. So, that's one thing. But also it's just the lack of self-awareness. You would think that Ubisoft, that prides itself on being authentic in the locations that it creates for its games, it would be competent enough to be able to tell, hey, this is probably a bad thing to add into the game, it's probably going to make us look bad in some sort of way. Let's not add it at all. Because this could land us in some hot water. Seems a bit inconsiderate. One thing I've noticed about Ubisoft is that their level of inconsideracy has increased over the years. I mean, it pretty much stems from them creating DLC for stuff they could purposefully cut from games and try to resell to people. So that's already a level of inconsiderate right there. But when it comes to their Assassin's Creed games, they've actually gotten worse, I want to say. But that's just me. And now the game has been delayed all the way into February, which also happens to be the same month that we get Monster Hunter Wilds. So needless to say, I imagine there's going to be a lot of people who buy Monster Hunter Wilds instead of Assassin's Creed Shadows. Mind you, Halster, good to see you, as always. Mind you, there are going to be people who play Assassin's Creed Shadows. But given that the last game from Ubisoft, LB0, hello to you as well. Welcome to the session. This is my finale of me playing through the Mega Man Zero series. People have already kind of seen Ubisoft in a bit of a downer light because of Star Wars Outlaws. And even Ubisoft has just recently commented on how Star Wars Outlaws underperformed. And this is not a shock because I've watched people play Outlaws and I am just completely flabbergasted. And I use the term flabbergasted very seriously here in how a game of that level was able to launch with not a lot of polish in 2024. As you can see from my name, I like Zero. Yes, I can tell by the way you have Zero, and not an O on the end, but an actual zero. Now, my thing is, you say you like Zero, but there's two zeros that are two famous zeros that exist. One in Mega Man, and the other in Borderlands. And Zero just happens to spell his name with a zero in place of an O like yours. But I assume that you like Zero from Mega Man. As you can see, the upgrades I have, it's going to be very difficult for them to kill me. We only got 2 more switches to pull. And the operator said,
2 left. Pull all the switches.
So we need to go back. Yes, I do like Zero Mega Man. Nice, nice. He's a good character, I like him. First, oh right, I forgot that they tried to buy some swords from One Piece, then change them a little, and then try to pass them off as swords from Assassin's Creed Shadows. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Like, Mega Man X7 is my fave game ever. Nice, nice. I never played the Mega Man X games. But judging from people's disposition towards it, feels like people really like it. Like it's a very good series. Once you get double jump, your ability to traverse gets even grander. And it's a lose-lose from them. Yeah, it is. It is. It's a lose-lose for them. The situation is bad, and it's not like they can say it's our fault that we didn't do our research. That's bad too. Yes, because they can't say that we didn't know, because your first job of making a game set in a real historical era is for you to learn your history. Is for you to know. It's your job. It is literally your job to make sure that there are no inaccuracies, and you are also not bringing up. I never played 04, but I played 03 on GBA. This is me playing all the Zero games over again on Switch. Because I played the first one, but I never beat it. But playing all 4 of these has been a great experience. Except for one mission that is specifically in this game that had me raging near the end of it, but we won't talk about that. But for Ubisoft, it is literally their job to make sure that the historical places that they're creating are accurate, and that you are not bringing up like sensitive history for a country in a way that doesn't make you look bad or make you look like you don't know what you're doing. Because for as long as they've been making Assassin's Creed games, they should know how to properly depict an entire country, let alone how to promote it in a way that doesn't make them look stupid. Like, how did you not know about this? It is literally your job to know about this. How did you not know? And then you greenlit this. I thought all of those extra so-called consultants were supposed to mitigate situations like this. They're clearly nowhere to be seen. Because how do you make it so that Ubisoft tries to pass off swords from the One Piece series as swords from Assassin's Creed? Then you commission for them to create a figurine that depicts 2 of your main characters. 2 of your main characters on a one-legged Torigate, which has a major Japanese significance due to the fact that it was significant in the fact that during the bombing of Nagasaki in 1945, the bomb which reached 900 the bomb that was at the Torigate itself was like 900 meters away from the epicenter of that blast. And because of the blast, it was left split in half. Yet the support column that had it was able to, stay standing all of these years. And of course they rebuilt everything, and they kept that Torigate in its same place all the way since 1945. And there are no other locations in Japan. There are no other locations in Japan that depict this. Can we get over this, Kyushu? Can you not try and tell me when to stop talking about something, Party Seppi? So it tells you that no other consultant was actually consulted during this thing. Is there one in Italy? Yes. Assassin's Creed 2. Main character, Ezio Auditore di Firenze. Or da Firenze. There's one set in, I'm trying to remember the exact location that the first Assassin's Creed was set in. The second Assassin's Creed was set in Italy. Assassin's Creed 3 was set in America during the American Revolution. Assassin's Creed 4 was set during the time of piracy, and I want to say, is there one in Persia? I think Assassin's Creed Revelations takes place at least near Persia. Cool. I will try it because I'm from Italy. Oh, nice. Zero. Assassin's Creed 2 is by far one of the best Assassin's Creed games ever. Due to how Assassin's Creed 2 was the sorry, little burp there. Assassin's Creed 2 was the game for the Assassin's Creed series that basically changed up so many things. Double executions, combat. It really did change up. It really did change up a lot for the Assassin's Creed series. It's one of the best out there. Without Assassin's Creed 2, we would not have some of the innovations that we currently have for the Assassin's Creed games. Oh, how did you get the other sub-tanks? Alright, so we got the other sub-tank that was in the other location that we went to. And the second sub-tank we got in the last session. The other two sub-tanks require you to create S-crystals, which you can give to that guy, Hero Nell or something, the guy that's in the trailer. You know, the guy I gave like, "Hey there, Zero, haven't you heard?" The guy I gave the Heisenberg voice. Apparently, if you create an S-crystal, 2 of them to be exact, you can give those to him, and he will give you a sub-tank in exchange for the S-crystal. And the S-crystals are not hard to make. They're not hard to make. They require Ceratanium, which you can get from different maps, and I went and looked for them, and I just gave it to him. Cool, I'm a sub, I like this. Well, thank you. I try to make a welcome environment for people to be here. This is a chill place. This is a chill location. Like Olive Garden, when you're here, you're family. And I need these need balloons so I can make a different version of Stronger. So I can turn it into Strongest, so I can take the least amount of damage from spikes. But yes, Zero, Assassin's Creed 2 is by far one of the best Assassin's Creed games. Hold on, real quick, let me double check on Assassin's Creed Revelations. Albeit I make a lot of oopsies when I'm here. You do, but it's all good. We all make mistakes. It's all good. Now, if you were the type of individual who was just being belligerent for the sake of being belligerent and being disruptive in chat, you would have been handled. But party, you are not that type of individual. You may slip up here and there, but you're still cool. So don't worry about it. But let me look up when Assassin's Creed Revelations take place. I'm a retro gamer, is anyone too? I play some retro games from time to time. I intend on getting the Castlevania Dominus collection because I love those games. But I don't play a ton of retro gamers, just retro games. But I do play it on occasion. Location. The location of. No, never mind. I thought it'd be in Persia, but it's not. I was about to say Castlevania. Assassin's Creed Revelations takes place in Constantinople, which is now known as Istanbul, Turkey. I wonder, is there a place that takes Assassin's Creed? I wonder if there is a location, Persia. Nope. Not at the moment, other than like that Assassin's Creed Affinity game that they said they were going to be messing with. Which consoles do you guys have? I have a PS2, 3, 4, and 5, along with a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo 3DS. And those are my main, those are my consoles that I play on. But, you know, main consoles I actually play on are my DS, my Switch, and of course my PS5. Switch is what I'm playing on now. Yo, Mandalorian Mudkeen! It is good to see you, my friend. How are you? I hope you've been good.
Protection disabled. Now input the coordinates. Return to the central section and check the transporter.
Alright, now we need to get back to the central spot. Of course, I have the parts I need in order to make a new, stronger chip. I'm really not worried too much about getting hurt. Heard Ubisoft had to delay Assassin's Creed Shadows and the reviews for Star Wars Outlaws was bad, so they had to lay off people, which is sad, unfortunately. They laid off people because of Outlaws? That's new. I knew Star Wars Outlaws performed poorly, but I didn't realize that they let people go.
Alert. Eliminating program start.
Bruh thought he was slick. Bruh thought he was slick. Goodbye. Level D, sluggish edge boy. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. All that matters to me is power. It's when Ubisoft made that one tweet, you don't own your games. The tweet was actually, players should get used to not owning their games anymore. Yeah. You don't say stuff like that if you want people to keep buying your games. Oh, so you mean to tell me that I don't actually own my games? Okay, then I won't buy any more of your games then. And they've been suffering ever since.
Inputting coordinates. Done. Now you can reach Ragnarok, so get back here ASAP!
Oh, excellent! Fun fact, that boss is the only English voice acting in the Zero series. I know! Because I was thinking, wait, is that English?
戦争
I mean, technically we don't. Technically we do. It's the games that require, like... I mean, we kind of do own the games. Because even if a game is taken off of a market, and if you own the game, like specifically, and I mean this for people who buy like physical copies. I mean specifically games that has physical copies. Where technically we don't, where games can get delisted. You know, that's actually a good point, because to this day, I regret not buying the older, like, Transformers, War for Cybertron, and Fall of Cybertron games. I regret not getting those when they were available. I made sure I grabbed the Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 games when they were available before they got delisted. One of the best decisions I've ever made, because you can't get those games anymore. Ubisoft is infamous for its awful DRM. They're notorious for a lot of bad things, but they've just recently gotten bad over the recent year or two. You see, Kyushu EA did the opposite from Ubisoft and are making a lot of money, mostly because of esports games, but that's EA. Think I have a Mega Man Collection addiction? Not a bad addiction. Not a bad addiction to have. I mean, there is piracy, but it is never going to be something I condone. Yeah, Kyushu, they're pushing an all-digital future, Xbox and PlayStation. They want to, but people are constantly bucking up against it. Yeah, just like CJ says, physical media superior, digital media inferior. That is why I collect retro games, and that's why I like to get my games physical. Some games I gotten digitally, only because the day I'm going to be doing series on them, the games are not physically there in person for me to do so. So some games I've made an exception for, like Space Marine 2 and Black Myth Wukong. But for the vast majority of my games, I like to get them physical. So it's not like, oh, this game is now delisted, you're no longer allowed to play. No, forget you. I got my game physical. I'm going to play it when I want to. I like to have physical representations of media that I can watch. I prefer that. But let's get back to this so I can make this chip. We're almost done with this game.
Thanks to you, we've secured access to the teleporter circuit.
The only digital games I have are Mega Man collections. Yep, I got that, and it's probably going to be the same for me when I get the Castlevania. Castlevania Dominus Collection. I get my games digital, usually now Kyushu, since most of mine are single player. Albeit, I think it is condonable if you literally can't buy the game anymore or it isn't available. For example, I can't buy games. I have no opinion on that whatsoever. I'll just do that. I also like to have physical games. For me, they are eye candy. Bro, zero. I got a whole bookshelf where it's just nothing of my games. Just nothing but my games and anime and movies. PS4 games are on top, then right next to that is PS5, then next to that is Switch, then next to that is Nintendo DS, then next to that is... Then underneath where I have a whole shelf of it is all of my PS3 games. I like running my fingers across the cases, looking like a person in the library going like, what should I read today? Shall I play Bleach Soul Resurrection? Shall I play Berserk Band of the Hawk? Should I play Cyberpunk 2077? Maybe I should pull out Suicide Squad and play that. Or maybe I should pull out my Skyrim Special Edition for the PS4. And I like to keep myself alphabetical, so I have it arranged by system in alphabetical order. I'm kind of meticulous like that. I do that for everything. And then that goes for my bookshelves of manga as well. I like that. It gives it physical meaning, like, what game shall I go look through today? I could just stand in front of it, hands behind my back. Usually I laugh that people still think console wars are still a thing. It is a toxic thing to look at other consoles and be all like, PS5 is better. Xbox is better. PC is better. Why don't you just let people play on the consoles that they want to? Now, I will call out when consoles boast that they're the best, and they don't depict it that way, and games are not capable of playing on the consoles that they're built for. I will call out consoles for that, but I'm never gonna say like, oh, this system is better for you to have fun with overall, because it's up to the person, really. Competition is good. It is good, but not at the expense of causing fandoms to become overly toxic and look at anyone else who has an opposing console from them as lesser than them. That's when that line should never be crossed.
We still have to bypass the protection surrounding Ragnarok, but I've got an idea. Let's continue with the next mission when you're ready.
So real quick, we are going to go see Servo, so I can go ahead and make this strongest clip. Alright, so that's stronger. I need to look up the recipe for it again. It prevents monopolies from forming. I see less exclusives in future Kyushu. Let's just wait it out and see. I feel like the safest option for all of us when it comes to anticipating or thinking about where video gaming as a whole is going to go, I feel at best it is probably more logical to wait and see, instead of jumping the gun and thinking like, oh no, we're going to suffer a crash. Oh no, there's going to be less exclusives. Oh no, this whole company's going to go under. Oh no, that company's going to go under. I feel like it's far more logical for us to just wait and see, instead of getting preemptive. There are my friends arguing which one is better between Xbox or PlayStation. Meanwhile, there's me with my 4 big games on Atari. Look at you, Zero. You got the superior one out of both of them. Alright, let me look up Mega Man. I don't have that, but I want one to replace that with an NES. NES. I think the only reason Nintendo is still pretty good financially is because of their exclusives. Nintendo is literally the Disney of video games. They got Mario, they got Kirby, they got all these different games that you simply can't get anywhere else. And they do, now mind you, Nintendo, they be doing some shady stuff sometimes, but it's not to the point where people look at them in disgust. It's not to the point where people say like, we are never gonna buy anything from Nintendo again, because Nintendo just continues to release so many good things that it's all like, I'll give it a pass. That is literally Nintendo. Nintendo is the Boa Hancock of video game companies. No matter what I do, you'll forgive me. Why? Because I am beautiful! That is literally Nintendo. They are pretty bad sometimes, I know. That's the reason why I said they're sometimes shady, but the stuff that they do that is good in comparison, it's enough for people to overlook that. They still see it, but it's all like, well, it's horrible, it's bad, but they got good games though. Xbox don't really have many games. The thing with Xbox is that they rely way too much on Game Pass. Hold on, let me find this chip for strongest real quick, because we need to get moving. Ceratanium. I should have that. Ceratanium. always wanted a Japanese or European Famicom, as well as another working NES. Man, my days of playing the NES in the past. Okay. Ceratanium. Genga Gun. Mechamison. Or Mechamson. And lastly, Needle Balloon. And that should create... And now we have strongest. Famicom. Okay, I had a feeling you said Famicom. Alright, let's go ahead and switch out the stronger chip into the strongest chip. Damage change to damage, trap death change to damage level 2 to level 3. Alright, we're good. Kyushu, here's my guess for Xbox. My guess if Xbox doesn't get enough numbers for Game Pass by 2030, they might leave gaming. Let's just keep an eye on gaming as a whole for the moment. Alright, teleporter circuit, destroy program. Start mission. We don't need to do anything else, let's just head straight into it.
Using the teleporter base, we can transfer you to Ragnarok, but you'll have to disable the protection around Ragnarok on your own.
How do I do that?
I can help there. Whenever we transfer you somewhere, we transform you into program data and send you over a circuit. I can modify the transfer program to allow you to move freely inside of the circuit. It superimposes visuals on the circuit so you can tell what's going on. That way, you can navigate from the teleporter base to Ragnarok via something akin to cyberspace. If you head towards the end of the circuit, you should be able to directly disable the protection program. With that out of the way, you should be able to finish transferring over. This mission?
Let's go! Seal always saying the same thing. So this is the inside of the teleporter circuit. It looks a lot like cyberspace.
Zero, come in! The circuit leads to Ragnarok. It looks like the enemy is there too. Destroy the protection program up ahead.
Let's go! What is the purpose of this thing? Why did it have a checkpoint at the previous area and then have one here? Want to play a lot of the older Dragon Quest games because the oldest one that I've played was 5 and 6 on the emulator. Oh, okay. I think that was for that location. So I guess I just skipped over that whole thing. Oh well. Cryonion! Okay, that's a brand new one. If anyone suffers or has ever suffered a case of epilepsy, please be careful watching this part here. Because those lights flashing the way they are, that is, I feel like that could be a trigger. So let's actually get through this quickly. Let's actually get through this as fast as possible. I don't like how that's flashing. I never had a history of epilepsy, but the sooner we get out of this area, the better. For anyone who may watch this in the future, just in case. Okay, that killed me. Ah! I was right there! Oh no! I was right there! Again with the insta-kill spikes. No, here's the thing though. That was only because I got crushed into it. It's not like the last stage where it was just like, oh, you have to survive going across all of these different points without dying and without getting crushed. This is way better and a lot more manageable than that one stage from yesterday. Yeah, get me out of this room. Get me out of this room. The flashing there isn't as bad. The other one was where it was like more prevalent. This is the protection program.
Boop, boop. Soldier intrusion detected. Protection activated. Eliminating intruder.
Cameron Mosley, have you tried doing any of the recipes? Yep, I've done a ton of them. That's the reason why I have the Quick Charge 3, the Strongest Chip, and the Double Jump. And I also did the extra recipes in order for me to get those extra sub-tanks. Y'all see how the game is, like, slowing down? There we go. Waiting. I was waiting for ya. Welcome back, Holster. Sorry about that. Dog decided to run away again. Oh, I'm glad you got him. Glad you got him. Back gate was unlocked and the wind blew it open, so she took her shot. At least you got her. Supreme Edge Boy! We went from being a sluggish Edge Boy to a Supreme Edge Boy.
Protection has been disabled. You can head to Ragnarok anytime now. Zero, hurry back!
Tensou.
If we don't stop Ragnarok, Area Zero is done for, and the last of nature goes with it. You can't fail. The world is counting on you.
What does Edge Boy mean? I don't know. I guess that's... I don't know. I never looked into the meaning. I never looked into what makes the game judge you and grade you with those names. I've actually never looked into that. We can look into that once I'm done with this.
And make sure you come back, okay?
So, we really don't need to do anything else. I got all the sub-tanks. Got the best stuff, the chips that I need. My elf is maxed out. Making sure that anything that can heal me does it doubly so. And frankly, I do not care how much using all these elf powers impacts my score at the end of the day, because like I said, I really don't care. I give me that power so I can survive.
These are the areas you can go.
Let's see. Alright! Time to head to the Ragnarok core! Stop the core! Let's go!
It's finally time for Ragnarok. I'll transfer you inside. Try to find a way to disable Ragnarok's core without destroying it. If the core is destroyed, Ragnarok may break apart. With both Weil and Kraft gone, who could still be running Ragnarok? Zero, I have a bad feeling about this. Just be careful, okay?
Alright.
This mission?
Let's go! We got enemies to defeat. And a world to save.
Tensou.
Zero!
Who is Kraft? Kraft is an individual. Kraft is an individual who was, like, basically a Reploid that, quote-unquote, was fighting for humanity, but his own brand of justice was to eradicate all of Neo Arcadia, including all the Reploids and humans that are there, in his own sense of justice. We, of course, had to take care of him, so yeah. And the thing is, he was also the individual that was using Ragnarok, and he pretty much destroyed Neo Arcadia. This was actually in my last stream from yesterday. He destroyed Neo Arcadia, but not before the Resistance was able to get all the Reploids and humans, well, as many Reploids and humans as they could out of the city. There were still many lives lost, but at least the Resistance was able to get a good chunk of people out of the city before Kraft destroyed the entire area. So we had to take care of them because of that. And now the question is, who's still running Ragnarok, even though Weil was supposed to be in Neo Arcadia, but I'm like, bruh, if there ain't nobody, but we'll see. We'll see who's waiting for us at the end. If you guys know, say nothing, but we'll see. Anyone else feel like Kraft is a Guilty Gear character? Doesn't he look like Soul, bad guy? Doesn't he look like Soul? Doesn't he look like a Mad Max version of Soul? Am I? Cause I felt like I seen him before, and I'm like, this dude looks like he belongs in Guilty Gear. Look at his whole setup. He's literally using a gun with a blade. Can you still do Yami Yugi? It's time to duel! Though the voice probably wouldn't sound as much due to, you know, the robotic effect. But yeah, I thought that Kraft reminded me of Soul. He's got the whole moveset too. Basically everything he did looks like it could go into. I was about to spoil the end, but I am not going to. I thank you, because I hate it when people do that. I hate it when people spoil and they don't even question whether or not I have played a game before. So I thank you, Zero. Let's move forward.
Zero! This isn't good! Ragnarok is speeding up! If you can halt the core now, you might still be able to stop it! Hurry!
Let's go! What is a Guilty Gear? Guilty Gear is a fighting game. It's a fighting game. All that for a drop of blood. Guilty Gear is obviously a gear which feels guilty about the gearing it has geared. Look, Whiskey knows. Whiskey knows. Whiskey knows. That was just a straight up bonk. Also, welcome, Whiskey. Yo, Mark Vigil, welcome, welcome. Aloha to you too. Do I have a resident from Hawaii here today? Or are you just saying that? Oh, we're about to go through a boss rush. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we gotta run through all of that. I'm just saying that. Oh, okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we gotta go through a boss rush again. Oh, you. I'm so glad I'm taking you on first. Intruder sighted! You defeated Commander Kraft! You? I will rid this world of your presence! Oh no! I am being injured. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that joke is a little bit on the nose. Yep, there we go. Is it, let's see. Is it safe for work? Let's not go overboard with it. Let's not go overboard with it. I do have certain limitations when it comes to chat. Let's make sure that we keep this, nice and safe for everyone to enjoy and not do things that makes people uncomfortable. Let's just not cross that line. I'll say that much. What did Kraft entrust to you? The future of the foolish human race? Commander! This is a good policy. We shall enforce it with ruthless Teutonic efficiency. I like the way you say words, Whiskey. You pop out chat, it switches to your normie profile. Yeah. You two be weird sometimes. You be weird sometimes. Yo, Mino Magnus! I'm so sorry I took you on and I didn't fight you with bad weather. That's the reason why that's the only X skill I'm missing. I'm missing his X skill. This time, I will crush you! With you gone, Ragnarok will destroy the world! Where are the four Guardians? It's a very good question. We haven't seen Harpudia, Leviathan, Fafnir in a long time. Because we all remember that the ninja guy, he basically blew himself up in 2. So, yeah. But they gone. They taking a sabbatical. And Area 0 will be 2. Then... Sorry, I don't have time for this. Get out of my way. It's too late. Even with me gone, Ragnarok will still cover the land. You and everyone else will be crushed. Ooh, that's a refreshing Kool-Aid drink right there. Who's next up on the list? I done already taken out the turtle. I done already taken out the bull. Oh, it's the bird dude! I haven't seen him since the beginning of the series.
Left like this, we're both going to meet our ends by slamming into the ground below. I'd hate to let the ground get to you first, when I could have the pleasure of crushing you myself! Yeah!
This just reminds me of being petrified by a Medusa head in Castlevania when that happens to me. I'm having me some chicken. I'm having me some chicken.
How could this be happening? Why did I have to taste defeat at the hands of someone like you? Unbelievable! Simply unbelievable!
I love giving voices to all these people. Robot chicken doesn't sound tasty. Nope.
This Ragnarok is in unacceptable conditions! Unacceptable!
I should have said that. I should have said that. It looks like even death is too good for you. Good for me. Death is the defining moment for a warrior. I will not lose to you. Zero! If you want to stop Ragnarok, you have to stop me! If you can't beat me, how can you protect the world? Show me the power that was able to defeat Phantom! There we go. There. That's it. Go. There's no need to see my pathetic death. Go, Zero! These games are a lot funnier if you mentally insert, Yo, looks like our favorite hero's in a hurry. Don't be in such a rush. Stay with me and watch the end of the world unfold! Like I said this at the beginning, this is no longer a matter of like, oh no, this boss can do a ton of damage to me. It is now a battle of attrition. Can the boss last long enough?
And the answer is...
Nope! You're really tough when you put your mind to it. Your little victory won't stop Ragnarok. I'll be waiting to fight you again on the other side. Thank you, Whiskey. Everyone, let's keep it family friendly here. Let's keep it family friendly. Research stuff on your own time, but do not share it in chat.
Ragnarok is the seed of destruction, which will ripen and fall from space, carrying with it the end of the world. It's perfectly natural. Everything on this earth was born doomed.
しつこいわよ。いらっしゃい。知りなさい。いかが？いらっしゃい。いらっしゃい。知りなさい。いかが？いらっしゃい。知りなさい。いかが？失礼。ごきげんよう。どうするわ？ごきげんよう。どうするわ？ごきげんよう。どうする？あら。ごきげんよう。どうするわ？ごきげんよう。いらっしゃい。手触りは？知りなさい。いかが？知りなさい。いかが？知りなさい。いかが？知りなさい。いかが？失礼。ごきげんよう。どうするわ？あら。ごきげんよう。どうするわ？ごきげんよう。
That took too long. That actually took way too long. Sorry it took so long, everybody.
No! Impossible! I won't be able to witness the descent of Ragnarok. I will try to enjoy this final glimpse of the world before it ends.
That quick charge is really handy. Party Seppi, you don't know the half of it. You don't know the half of it. Being able to charge up your super attacks in a fraction of the time, it makes all the difference in the world. Alright, 2 more to go and then we're finished. The satellite falling from the sky are like the Maverick Wars all over again. It really is Ragnarok, the end of the world. You stand on the threshold of your annihilation. I feel like this voice for Pega Solta brings out the absolute silly in me. Oh wow, I look off to the side, see Proto Man, and I fall off the side. This is the first boss that actually I lost at. Because I looked at chat. All of the fallen Reploids are so lovely. You should thank me. I will help you die a beautiful death. Proto Man, you didn't do anything though. That was me not paying attention and deciding to look at chat in the middle of a boss fight. That's my fault. Let's go again. I will not lose a second time. All right. No, you don't! I see you trying to be slick! Leave me alone, boy! Leave me alone, pony boy! There we go. Why struggle when you know Ragnarok will bring about your destruction? Grah! 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 I'm sorry. I can't even do it with a straight face. I can't even do it. I'm sorry, it's too stupid. Okay, I've calmed down. Oh, you got light. You got light to try and burn me down. Okay.
Aren't you in a rush? It doesn't matter. It's already way too late. You've got a date with some fire.
マジうざすぎ。
Now, I wonder... And okay, ice clearly doesn't do anything. And we're just gonna stick with what I got. There we go.
How can you be so calm? The world is ending. You should be more worried and sweating all over.
I lack sweat glands.
You'll be blown away by Ragnarok.
Bye-bye, bug girl. And we're at max health. Okay. All of the bosses, we've taken them out. Onwards to the next one. Oh wow. Space Marine 2 devs already have plans for DLC and even a sequel. We will not disappoint our Warhammer fans in the future. Yes, more of that Space Marine 2 goodness! I need to get back to finishing the rest of the operations. Give me that axe, boy! I got a question. Who remembers, for anyone who has owned a Nintendo DS, who remembers the old Transformer games on the Nintendo DS? The ones that they based off of the movie, but also had two different versions of. You had Transformers Autobots, and then you had Transformers Decepticons, and it had two each. They both had distinct storylines where you could play as all these characters in the game. Optimus, Bumblebee, I believe Ironhide, and Jazz as well. And then you had the Decepticon side that gave you, playable Megatron and Starscream. For anyone who's ever played those games, didn't you find the most joy the moment you could play as Starscream and just fly around the map? Nothing against land-based Transformers, but when you get an airborne one, when you start to and you get to fly around the map, it's an old game, CJ. It's an old game. I used to play that game constantly. But playing that game and you had all these different characters you can play, I feel like I enjoyed the Decepticons one more simply because they had flying characters. You had Blackout, you had Starscream, and you had Megatron. And then you could unlock some characters when you were playing in this, like, quote-unquote war between other players that were playing on the Decepticon side and players that were playing on the Autobot side. And I think every week they would decide, like, hey, this amount of characters made this many points, so now you guys have won. And if you got to a certain point, you would unlock exclusive characters from that war between players. I just thought I'd ask if anyone ever played that from back in the day, back when the first Transformers live-action movie came out. And now we have we have the sword of the Megazord, the Mega Saber or Z Saber, the Megazord Saber. So this is the Ragnarok core. Welcome to your front seat of the end of the world. There's only one character that I've encountered in this game that begins every single thing he says with laughing. That voice. Dr. Weil! How did you survive that attack from Ragnarok? I don't think he did. This whole time I thought Dr. Weil was a human. Now I see he definitely is not. Survive. That's easy. Because I can't die! Oh, we're gonna disprove that theory today. What happened to you? Did my mechanical body surprise you? Did you think that I was a Reploid and you could fight me? I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I'm pure human. Even with a body that looks like this. Oh, so he's still technically human? So he's a cyborg then? How? When the Dark Elf took control of the Reploids and destroyed the Mavericks in the Elf Wars. The humans of the time modified me. Yep, he's a cyborg. They transferred all of my memories to program data and switched my body for this armor with the power to rejuvenate me. Do you have any idea what that means? I can't age, and wounds heal more quickly than normal. After the war, I was cursed to live an eternity in a world without light or nature. The humans expelled me from Neo-Arcadia. Justice? Freedom? Worthless ideals. You Reploids are just machines, but you started a war a long time ago in the name of freedom. And humans, Look what they did to me! Driving me away while spouting the word justice. Zero, would you insist on saving them? Controlling the Reploids is nothing! The destruction of all mankind is only fleeting. Not quite alive, not quite dead, forever by my side. I'll make you suffer a fate far greater than anything ever experienced before. Oh. Oh. Okay, he is no longer a lava lamp. You spoke too soon because the lava lamp helmet is back. I'll teach you there is no place for fools to hide. Fools must live under my rule, and my rule alone. Thanks to Ragnarok.
理想だと誰事だ
I saw it disconnect. I saw it disconnect. Don't worry, I paused. We only did a little bit of damage. We only did a little bit of damage. Yo! Fafnir! All the bosses from the previous game! It's bringing back all the bosses from the previous game! Not the previous games, but specifically the one where Wild first appeared. Look at that! I didn't even need to use a single E-Tank! Duh! I can't stop the descent!
Zero! Reaching critical speed! If it goes any faster, I won't be able to get you back! Hurry!
No! This isn't over yet! Oh, you still here? You wanna go? Wild! I told you, I can't die. Nobody can stop Ragnarok now.
Zero! There's no time! Get back here!
No, there is a way. If I destroy Weil's core, the explosion will take Ragnarok out with it. If Ragnarok is blown apart, it no longer poses a threat.
But what about you?
Are you even capable of it? The Reploid hero, protecting justice and humanity. I am one of those humans you were sworn to protect. Do you have it in you to defeat me? Bruh, I got 4 E-tanks. I could do this for 2 more hours if I wanted to.
どうだこの痛みは貴様にわかるか
Oh no, he done got big. I never cared about justice, and I don't recall ever calling myself a hero. I have always only fought for the people I believe in. I won't hesitate. If an enemy appears in front of me, I will destroy it.
Zero! Zero!
Seal, believe in me.
変わらぬ悪夢だ危ないな
Now I shall use a sub-tank. And another.
邪魔だな気をつけろ気をつけろ気をつけろ危ないな邪魔だな気をつけろ遊んでやれやめるな 逃げろ逃げろ遊んでやれなめるな逃げろ逃げろ小賢しい危ないな邪魔だな気をつけろ小賢しい危ないな邪魔だな気をつけろ小賢しい遊んでやれ逃げろ逃げろ
Oh, snap!
危ないな邪魔だな気をつけろ小賢しい
I didn't notice the time. I didn't notice the time.
危ないな邪魔だな気をつけろなめるな
No! I had him on the last leg! I had him on the last leg! I was about to... Oh! I had him right there! Bruh, do I gotta do that whole fight against Weil all the way through again?
いそうだと
I gotta do that whole... Okay.
見事だ
I gotta do that whole fight. Had I noticed the timer that was going off, I would have been more aggressive. It's all good though.
我がしもべよ
Oh, this Joker just tried to heal himself. Yo, Kitty, what's going on? Final boss of Mega Man 04. I lost because I ran out of time. This time, I got time. And to err on the side of caution. There we go.
わしが人形の時に滅び滅んでしまえ
There we go. Sluggish Edgeman. How did they come up with these names back then?
Ragnarok is breaking apart. Ragnarok has entered the atmosphere. Most of it will burn up in entry. Impact with Area Zero has been averted. Mission successful. Zero! Come in, Zero! Zero, please, come in! There's no response from the receiver. The connection has been lost. Seal!
Oh, a shooting star! Wow, look! A lot of shooting stars!
No, those are pieces of Ragnarok. Does this mean we're saved?
Craft. Zero.
did you reach 0? Zero. Why? How could this happen? After saving all of us, and just when humans and Reploids were finally coming together. What do we do now?
It's okay. I'm sure Zero is still out there. And one day, he'll come back to us.
Mind you, this is before DC wrote a Batman story where he survived atmospheric re-entry with nothing but his bat suit and like a piece of metal. This is before that happened.
Seal.
Is this the first Mega Man Zero game that has actual audible singing? Zero's now in a better place because he fought for everlasting peace. Very good robots, so sad story. Not sure. I don't remember there being any singing in the last Zero games that I played. There weren't any. It was just music. This was the first one this is the first one where you actually hear someone singing. This was a fun game though. Out of all of them, I feel like the more I went through the Mega Man Zero series, they got easier and easier as time went on. But I wouldn't say it's got easier and easier as time went on. It actually was a matter of me dedicating all the staff at NT Creates, all the staff at Capcom, and you. Oh, well, thank you. But I feel like once I got an understanding of how like upgrades and stuff worked, I was able to, make myself stronger, and I pretty much would breeze through the ending of the game. But that is kind of the case when you create a character that can be upgraded.
Zero, you believed in us. Now it's our turn to show you that your faith in us was not misplaced. Watch, Zero. I'll make this world a better place. One where humans and Reploids can walk hand in hand, living in peace. Just come back someday. I believe in you.
Whoa. The last image we get is like Zero's headpiece, broken and in the ground? Hard mode added. Can play hard mode. Save data? Yes. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was the end of Mega Man Zero, and thus brings an end to my relaxation sessions of the Mega Man Zero series. Next up, well, I'm not saying next up as that's the next thing I'm going to do. The next couple of games are Mega Man ZX and Mega Man ZX Advent. And let me actually, hold on. I'll be right back. Hold tight, everyone, because I want to say something about these games real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Let's see what you said. So when is my next voiceover stream? Because you want me to do those voices you wanted me to do in the last stream, but I haven't done. Either this week or maybe during the first week of October. How about, yeah, let's make it the first week of October. Because that'll be a perfect time for me to start making spooky voices, since, you know, October is spooky month. So let's say October 3rd. Let's say October 3rd. We'll do an official October spooky day voiceover stream on Thursday. October 3rd on a Thursday. Yeah, we'll do it then. So be sure to compile the voices you would like for me to do and voices you would like for me to create for such a spooky month. We'll do it then. We will do it then. Let's see. Why was that so sad? It was over sad. Too much for me to handle. I'm crying. Just get you some Kleenex. You'll be fine. Let's see. It's been a long day of cleaning and washing. Yeah, both my kids got the food at the same time. Kitty, my best wishes for your children and their safe recovery. And and here's the thing, don't feel like, and I know you've already know you guys have been talking, but you know, if you don't feel like you gotta prioritize, you know, like being here when it comes to your kids. I mean, obviously, that's obvious, you're gonna prioritize your children. But, you know, if you gotta make sure you take time to make sure that your kids are fine, whenever I'm doing something, please prioritize that. That goes without saying, but I just want to go ahead and get that out there that, your family comes first. Way more important than anything I can ever do. But I'm just saying. Do you think I will finish my Volnut costume in 2 months? I have not started. I don't know. That's kind of I want to say that's kind of a question that you should be asking yourself. Because none of us know anything about you making costumes. None of us know how fast it takes for you to do stuff. And none of us know your capabilities for making costumes in general. So we are the last people to ask that question. Only you can know that. Last Mega Man ZX Stream, I asked you if you could do Stick from Daredevil and Marvel Comics, Terry Bogard from Fatal Fury, King of Fighters, and now Street Fighter games. Also wanted to try Donk from Dungeon Quest Heroes. It is your first time? I don't know. We can't tell you that. It's your first time without knowledge. We don't know. None of us know. Because none of us make costumes. Though I feel like CJ may have some more knowledge when it comes to costume making. Since this is your first time, none of us can tell you how long it can take. Because none of us have any real expertise when it comes to that sort of thing. That's the only thing you can find out for yourself. But what I wanted to say about Mega Man ZX and Mega Man ZX Advent. Oh yes, I will. As I've said many times, I'll drop everything for them, but they're sleeping now and I'm catching up on dishes and laundry, but I thank you for your concern and worry. Of course. I will always tell y'all to prioritize y'all own health and well-being over anything I do on this channel. 100% of the time. Not even 99.9% of the time. 100% of the time. Okay, still thanks. Yeah, Zero. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Some people, it takes a while for their costumes to be made, but, it all depends on how much you know about costume making. It all depends. But the thing is, once you learn, then the time it takes for you to make costumes, it gets shorter and shorter as your skill increases. But, yeah. So, here's the thing. Mega Man ZX and Mega Man ZX Advent. I have all of these games. The whole Mega Man Zero collection and the Mega Man ZX and Mega Man ZX Advent games. I have those original games on DS. Yet I have never touched Mega Man ZX, nor do I know literally anything about it. So I have no idea what it's about. However, I feel like these are going to be games that I play on my off time. Not something I make a series on, but this is probably just going to be something I play on my own time. Because there's also other things I'm going to be doing, and also other games I'm going to be playing as well. And, I don't know. But I'll probably just play these two games on my own time. It probably, like I said, it won't be a series I do. It'll just be something I play for myself. But I'm glad that I was able to cover Mega Man 0, 1 through 4. You can still do your attempt at doing the Dragon Quest level up tune as a short. I could. But I wanted to really cover Mega Man 0, 1 through 4, and I did. And I enjoyed all of them. Let's take a look at the gallery, because I unlocked some stuff as well. So these are things in Mega Man 0, 1. Like all the images of all the different Guardians, Harpuria, Fafnir, the ninja guy who blew himself up, and Leviathan. And then here's how everything, look at these images, they look nice. Now the thing is, some people have said that this is kind of lacking. This is kind of lacking in terms of quality. It's kind of lacking because it doesn't include everything. Raining, it's raining. Awesome! You might be getting the rain that we got because it was storming like crazy yesterday for several hours. So I'm glad you're getting rain down there, kitty. See you, Zero! Glad to have you here. Look forward to the next time you're around. But yeah, they said that this image gallery is lacking because it doesn't have all the images from the original collection from back in the day. So while all these images look nice, and they actually get better as time went on, they're not complete. And then, of course, we are here with Mega Man 04. Do they have one of Wild? I'm trying to look for... Oh, hold on! We can get, like, fully rendered looks of all the bosses. Okay. One that isn't pixelated. Oh, that's interesting. He wasn't just... He has actual vents on the side of his arms that can eject the ice out so he can make ice blades. That would make a magnificent transformer. And family just got home. Family just got home. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'll call this session here, so because I don't want to step away again and then come back just to say goodbye. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been a wonderful audience. Thank you for stopping by today to witness the end of my Mega Man Zero Relaxation series. Tomorrow, we're going to have a reaction stream where we're reacting to some Warhammer stuff, such as the video that Nick T from my Discord has advised that I check out. It's going to be a bit of a long one, but I'm looking forward to reacting to it along with all of you. But thank you for being good people. Thank you for stopping by. I enjoyed our company and our time here today. I had a ton of fun, and I am looking forward to the next time when I can do so. With that being said, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always,